Chapter 127. Detailed Agent Mo Yiker. Boom. On Jenin City, all the generals looked into the distance amidst this fervent sound of the zither, each one squeezing their fists. Can win, can destroy the broken army. General is mighty. The Jenin army on the city tower shouted excitedly. At this moment, Gu Chen's face was pale. It was obvious that this song was not that good. Damn it, hurry up. Gu Chen's face was anxious. Playing the song wasn't difficult, but injecting all of one's mind and spirit was extremely difficult. Gu Chen didn't know how much longer he could hold on. Drink. The general let out a loud shout and punched away a group of bronze men, getting closer and closer to Broken Army. Broken Army also had fear on his face for the first time. Block me, bastard. Broken Army screamed in terror. The millions of bronze men instantly surrounded Broken Army in the center, forming a thick human wall against the charging Jedi general. Ha 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 ha. Tilde. The general was spirited. Looking up to the sky, millions of bronze men stood in front of him, but the general had a disdainful look on his face. General order, break 1,000 armies. The general's face showed a grimace with a roar, and a fist blasted away. Boom. Once again, it struck a group of bronze men. Clack, 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 clack. After the bronze men, one topped the other. This time, the bronze men didn't hit and fly, but rather, their figures retreated just a little bit, because the millions of bronze men exerted their strength at the same time, resisting the general, and finally, the general couldn't advance an inch. Blocked. The general's face changed on the distant city tower. It can be blocked for a while, but it can't be blocked for a lifetime. Sima Changkong's face grimaced. Gu Chen, keep bouncing, keep breaking. Victory is in sight. Sima Changkong smiled and turned his head. Gu Chen was sweating profusely. I can't hold on for too long either. Master this tune. It's too exhausting. It's not as good as my song. Sima Changkong frowned. Boom, boom, boom. Under the general's series of impacts, the millions of bronze men worked in unison, and although one punch could send one or two flying, overall, they carried it off. General is mighty. General is invincible. There were shouts from afar. Broken Army, but long breath. Ha 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 ha. I understand. Huk Chen, you really put up a fight. You can't break my millions of army. You can't hold on for too long. Ha ha ha. General's order. Break 1,000 armies. The general let out another roar. This time, putting his best foot forward, he blasted with his fist. Boom. On the surface of the bronze man's body, a burst of green light was emitted, and the general's body was also surrounded by golden light. The two parties were in a stalemate, indistinguishable, the place where the ancient sea was located. Gentlemen, if it's according to what you guys said, but this general is hitting the elves inside the bronze man heavily through the air. That group of elves is considered to be held back by the general. The elves are souls. You guys are also souls. So I'll trouble you guys to give it a try. Gu Hai looked towards the millions of ghosts. Eunuch is out of place. We'll try. The million ghosts responded. Boom. The million ghosts flew towards the battlefield together. In the distance, Gu Chen was sweating profusely. It's over. It's over. I can't hold on much longer. Sima Changkong's face was anxious, and he immediately sought out a subordinate. General Ma, I'm counting on you. Broken Army laughed out loud in triumph. Just as the two armies were in a glued battle, boom. Steeply, millions of ghosts suddenly appeared above the battlefield. That, Master Liu Nian revealed a wave of surprise. Mr. Sima, look, that General Ma was surprised. It's the ancient sea. Sima Changkong's eyes steeply lit up in surprise. The millions of ghosts instantly reached the place of the broken army and drilled into the bodies of the group of bronze men. The pixies within the bronze men were struggling to cope with the general. How could they have the energy to spread out to fend off the outsiders? The millions of pixies, almost gently squeezed, and all of a sudden, all of them were squeezed out of their bodies. Without the millions of pixies, the millions of bronze men were instantly blown apart by the general's punch. Boom! The million bronze men, in an instant, exploded, filling the sky with silhouettes, and the scene that exploded in all directions was 100 times more shocking than all the previous battles. No, Broken Army let out a roar of despair. The general instantly arrived close. Boom! With a single punch, the general blasted and pounded on the general's body. Die for me, break! Gu Chen let out a roar. Boom! Broken was punched and exploded into the air. Flying through the air, Broken's body was instantly split into pieces, exploding into a sky full of broken bodies. Buzz! But they were not able to control it, and in the twinkling of an eye, they came out again. The elf that was squeezed out was a face of despair. The Broken Army died. They cannot live longer. The crowd of pixies still wanted to rush towards the bronze man. Breaker is dead. You elves, you're all mine. Come into the mouth. Gu Chen let out a shout of excitement. A huge force from a long distance away. A steep suction force came from his mouth. Roar, General Mighty. The Bronze Man army is broken. Gu Hai is mighty. Above the citadel, countless generals shouted. I played the tune. Ah, why is no one praising me? Gu Chen said with an ugly face. Northwatch City, Mo Yiker's residence. Your Majesty, the portraits of those two underlings that Lord Chen brought with him, my subordinates have sorted them out, and through a series of comparisons, we have determined that they are Sima Changkong and Gu Hai. Your Majesty, Sima Changkong and Gu Hai have been in Mo Yiker's residence for quite some time, but Mo Yiker did not report it. Your Majesty, the Imperial Son is right. Mo Yiker is the spy, a group of subordinates eagerly reported. Liu Yong, however, had a gloomy face and did not say a word until Mo Yiker's residence. Your Majesty, 10 subordinates greeted him. Where is Mo Yiker? Liu Yong said in a deep voice. We don't know, the crowd of underlings said blankly. Don't know. I ranged you all in the Mo mansion, just to keep an eye on Mo Yiker, and you're saying you don't know? Liu Yong said in a cold voice. The 10 subordinates' faces showed bitterness. We might have been discovered by Mr. Mo long ago. Earlier we didn't know how. We fainted together, and when we woke up, Mr. Mo was gone. Search for me. Liu Yang's face was gloomy. A group of subordinates quickly searched in the Mo mansion. On the side, an official frowned and said, Your Majesty, the Imperial Tai Sun must know the whereabouts of Mo. Liu Yong turned his head to look. Imperial great-grandson Luan, ever since the last time he was sent to the heavenly prison because of Mr. Mo, and was later released by the Emperor, he has been holding a grudge against Mr. Mo, and has said many times that Mr. Mo is a spy. We didn't take it seriously at first, but Luan has been keeping an eye on him, and 2 days ago, the Imperial great-grandson mentioned this matter again. And at that time, the Emperor gave him a reprimand. That official respectfully said. Where is Luan? Liu Yong said in a deep voice, listening to the report from the camp. Last night, the Imperial great-grandson left the camp with 10 giant dragons, probably went after Mr. Mo. The official said curiously, in Yingju, on top of a flying boat in the south. I have arranged it in place, however, whether it can be done well or not, we still have to see the results, Mo Yiker said indifferently. Yes. All right, let's stop the flying boat for a while. After following it for half a day, there shouldn't be anyone here. Mo Yiker revealed a cold smile. Boom. The flying boat came to a steep stop. At the same time, high above the sky, amidst the clouds, there was a flying boat hidden. Seeing Mo Yiker's flying boat stop, they also stopped. Come out, young Master An, Mo Yiker said indifferently. Ang. A series of giant dragon roars rang out, and high in the sky, the flying boat was collected, and 10 sin dragons, each with a fierce face, swooped down straight. Luan was standing on top of the head of one of the Sin Dragons. Mo Yiker, you really are a spy. Today, I finally caught you. You can't run away, young Master An said with a scowl on his face. Oh, young Master An, however, revealed a hint of unexpected smugness, thinking that Mo Yiker was complimenting himself. In my plan, I was originally able to help Lu Yong take down Yongju. Unfortunately, everything was lost in your hands. I didn't lose to an opponent like Gu Hai, who I am pleasantly unafraid of in the face of Gu Hai. I lost to your pig-like teammate. I couldn't have imagined that just you alone would pit Liu Yang's army into such an embarrassing situation. I should have replaced you long ago. Long ago. Mo Yiker's face showed regret. Young Master An, however, was furious and his face was gloomy. You spy. How dare you talk about me? HMPH, Mo Yiker, you won't be able to escape anyone today, and I won't give you the chance to slander me in front of Grandpa. Today, I'll leave you all here. Oh, here, these 10 sinful dragons that escaped back from the 9-5 Islands. You want to use them to kill me? Mo Yiker revealed a cold smile. Ong, roar. The 10 dragons roared, their faces fierce. How about just them? Eat them all for me. Young Master An said with a hideous face. Mo Yiker smiled faintly and did not move. The 20 black-robed men behind Mo Yiker, however, steeply exuded a ghastly black aura around them. The black gas carried a sinister aura that gushed out, steeply darkening the surrounding sky and earth. The group of dragons slightly lurched, however, they saw that the 20 black-robed men suddenly released red light from their eyes and revealed to blood-red fangs in their mouths. This is, young Master An's face changed. Sir, the villain hasn't drunk dragon's blood. This time, a black-robed man with fangs showing from his mouth laughed. Go on, hurry up, Mo Yiker said indifferently. 20 black-robed men immediately ran on the deck towards the group of dragons, and as they ran, the black aura around them steeply surged again. Boom! The 20 black-robed men instantly exploded around them, instantly turning into countless bats rushing out in the black aura. Squeak, 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 squeak. The 20 black-robed men transformed into 200,000 blood-sucking bats, charged straight at young Master An and the giant dragon. What? The group of dragons' faces changed. Vampires, Mo Yiker, you're from the Great Yuan Imperial Dynasty. You are indeed a spy. You, young Master An exclaimed. Boom. The group of dragons and young Master An were instantly surrounded by countless bats. Ong, Ongu. The group of dragons were in the midst of painful screams. Ah, run, quick, run away, help. Young Master An screamed in terror. In all directions, black gas rolled. Countless bats crazily gnawed on the dragons. The dragons wanted to escape, but, after struggling for a while in the black mist, they simply couldn't break away. And in the blink of an eye, their whole body's dragon's blood was drained clean. No, oh. The black fog is full of desperate voice. Mo Yiker stood on the deck and looked on indifferently. Young Master An, because of you, my setup was lost. Because of you, Liu Yang's army could only stop at Yingju. Alas, I didn't want to kill you, but you're as deadly as a mad dog. Ah. After a series of miserable screams, in the black mist, there was gradually no sound. Squeak, 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 squeak. The rolling bats all returned above the deck in a burst of screams, and their forms converged, once again transforming into 20 black-robed men. Thank you, sir, for giving blood. The 20 black-robed men said respectfully, and not far away, young Master An and the 10 sinful dragons were all turned into dry corpses. Pack up. It's time for us to go back, Mo Yiker said indifferently. Yes, the crowd of black-robed men respectfully said ... at Mo Yiker's residence. Lu Yong waited for some time. Your Majesty, Mo Yiker didn't leave anything behind. The subordinate who came back from searching ground reported. Mo Yiker really is a spy, Lu Yong said with a gloomy face. A group of subordinates did not dare to speak. only leaving Liu Yang's fire growing. His most trusted Mr. Mo was actually a spy. The evidence was overwhelming and ironclad. Buzz. Steeply, Liu Yong seemed to hear a certain voice, and a kind of psychic connection was suddenly disconnected. Broken army is dead. Liu Yang's face changed. If the broken army is dead, wouldn't that be the frontline army? Your Majesty, Mermo has rebelled. Then this mansion of his, a subordinate whispered. Liu Yang's eyes were filled with anger as he twisted his head to look at this pavilion Mo mansion. HMPH. Liu Yong let out a cold snort and gently stepped with his right foot. Boom. With Liu Yong as the center, a violent energy airwave swept up in all directions. This airwave was controlled extremely delicately. No one was subjected to the wind, but the Mo mansion was instantly razed to the ground under the loud noise. Just now the pavilions, long corridors and water pavilions, the next moment turned into a field of yellow earth, endless smoke and dust. My great Ying dynasty. There is no Mr. Mo. Liu Yang's face was icy cold.